Good morning, students. Welcome to science class. Let's continue chapter 4, Separation of Substances. In today's session, we will continue our topic, methods of separating the components of mixtures of solids with liquids. Students, as you know that mixtures of solids with liquids can be of two types: solids which dissolve in liquids and solids which do not dissolve in liquids. In the previous session, we had learnt the methods of separating solids which dissolve in liquids, such as evaporation and crystallization. In today's session, we will learn the methods of separating solids which do not dissolve in liquids. Students, some solids do not dissolve in a liquid to form a clear solution. For example, tea leaves, chalk powder, sawdust, and pulses are all insoluble in water. The components of such mixtures can be separated by the following methods: sedimentation and decantation, loading, filtration, and centrifugation. In today's session, we will discuss about sedimentation and decantation, loading. Students, let us start with sedimentation. Sedimentation is a process by which insoluble, heavy solid particles in a mixture settle down on their own when left undisturbed for some time. In order to separate out the two, the liquid has to be gently poured into another container without disturbing the settled down particles or sediments. Decantation: the process of obtaining clear liquid by pouring it into another container without disturbing the sediments is called decantation. Students, let us understand the process of sedimentation and decantation with the help of an activity. Take some water in a beaker, add some sand into it and stir. Let it stand undisturbed for some time in a beaker. After a few minutes, the sand particles settle down. This is sedimentation. Gently pour the clear water into another beaker without disturbing the layer of the sand particles. This is decantation. Students, sedimentation and decantation methods are used for removing insoluble impurities from river and canal water. They are used in water treatment plants that supply drinking water to our homes, schools, and offices. In homes, when pulses and rice are washed before cooking, the water used for washing them is separated by sedimentation and decantation methods. Loading. Sedimentation is a slow process. In this process, the finer particles can take a long time to settle down. In order to speed up this process, we often take the help of loading. Loading speeds up rate of sedimentation by making light, suspended particles heavier using suitable chemicals. Students, let us understand the method of loading with the help of an activity. Students, take a piece of alum, tie it to a thread and dip it 3 or 4 times in a beaker of muddy water. Take it out and let the muddy water stand undisturbed for some time. Note the time taken by the mud particles to settle down. Compare it with the time taken by them during a direct sedimentation. Students, you will find that loading makes the process a lot faster. In this particular case, the alum dissolves quickly, sticks to the fine mud particles and makes them heavier. The heavier mud particles settle down more easily and quickly. Students, it has been observed that it is sometimes difficult to breathe after a strong wind and storm. This is due to the presence of fine suspended dust particles in the air. However, a rainfall after storm removes these dust particles and the air becomes clear and fresh again. The dust particles in the air get loaded with water and settle down. Thus loading helps in cleaning the air more quickly. Students, this is all about sedimentation, decantation and loading. That's it for today. In the next session, we will learn about filtration and centrifugation. Till then, take care. Goodbye.